Hello everybody, and I am on day 2 of coming up with ways to make easy Christmas cards. Now yesterday I mixed up a batch of gold acrylic and I didn't like the acrylic, so I added some of my sparkle stuff to it, which is this, and it yesterday when I tried it, it just did not work. Well, I let it sit overnight and now it's thickened up, and I just did this one here and it actually turned out pretty good. I've got a nice raised design. And you use a dry brush. This is a dry bristle brush, and let's put some design on this one. Okay. We'll do some dots. So you can see it's really goopy, and I'm going to just kind of rub it in there. And I've got to let you know, this was not my idea. I found this from Denise Love, and she's on YouTube. And if you want to see somebody that's extraordinary, check out her channel. I really enjoy Denise. Okay, oh, look at that. Isn't that fun? See how raised up they are? A heart. Let's do a heart. And I'm just going to grab it real quick and put it on there. And there we go, has a heart. And it's kind of raised. And I gotta wash out my brush. Here's one I did last year, just making abstract shape in the middle there, and paint in between the lines. That was it, easy peasy. Okay, here's a little bit better one. I like doing my cards on white as opposed to the cream. See, it looks so much better. The colors turn out much nicer. There's the difference. And this is a Strathmore 140 pound, and it's just lovely paper to work with. Here's another one, little Christmas packages. I did that last year or the year before, I can't remember. And then here's another one. And what I do for this is I cut my trees up to get my shapes. And then I just kind of put them where I want them. Like so. And whether you stack them in between. So you can kind of get a feel for it. So cut up a bunch of tree shapes from an old piece of watercolor paper. That's what I use. And you can see all my shapes here. And play with it. And so you can stack them on there and draw them out, and then fill in the trees. And these need to be outlined. Okay, so here's some basic hanging baubles, and I haven't done much to them so far, so maybe we'll attack that. Now here's another tree I did yesterday, and it's kind of boring. I don't know. I think maybe I should put some glitter on it. It needs help. Help. Okay, now here's another one, and there's that technique I got from Denise, and I just love it. This is really fun. I put some gold splatters back here, so you can have a lot of fun with these. But look at this. It's like lace on top of the paint. So here are the first ones I did, and they're pretty awful. It was before I got the paint to be thick. You see, it was just too thin and uninteresting. And then here's this one. I did this at the end of the day yesterday, and yeah, that was kind of fun. And what I used on this was this ink I got. Oh, I can't read Japanese, but this is from Karatake, and it's just really, look how yummy that is. It's really sparkly. And you can use a pen with it. I have this little set of ink pens, and so you dip it in and do your thing. And these sets come with a whole bunch of different nibs. So you can do all kinds of stuff with them. So let's try and tweak some of these. Okay, I'm not going to do anything to that. This needs to be outlined. So let's outline this. Now I got a nice surprise yesterday. I ordered this box of pens for doing doodles, and I thought they were Micron brand, but they're not. And they look like they're made in Japan maybe. And they actually turned out pretty good, and they're waterproof. And they've got some great sizes all the way from 005 all the way up to number 10. And then they've got some different shapes, bigger shapes up there. And I mean, they only cost me about 10 bucks for the whole set. It's great. And I tried them out last night. I'll show you what I made. And what I'm thinking of doing is making cards from these. So this is a doodle I did last night, Christmas tree. And there's another one I did. And here's another one. So you could always just do something like this on a card too, sit there and doodle. And what I do is a pencil outline to start with, and then just start doing shapes back and forth and come up with this, and then doodle inside the shapes. Just do a whole bunch of different types of doodles. And yeah, it's really fun. I was thinking of drawing these on a card or printing them on a card, and then people could color them in themselves. I think that would be a really cool thing. So, you know, there's another idea. 5, and I think I'll use this little gizmo here. Be a lot easier than, and there we go. All right, I think that made it look a little better. And I'm going to just kind of go around the gold here. All right, and these are like leaves that are with the black around them. That's whatever makes you happy. All right. Yeah, you got to get these cards done, because if you're going to mail them, usually I don't mail mine, I just give them to them in person. One, I think I'm going to just outline this. There we go. I like that one. Now this one, I think is a bit boring. I think it needs some color. I'm gonna, oh, that's not the right color. Let's get some blue in there. See if this will help. I'm gonna just, and you know, you can go over your gold lines and they still show up. Just make these more interesting. Let me know in the comments what your favorite one is. And I'd love to see pictures of everybody's work. Yeah, not bad. So that's a possibility. All right, we'll let that one dry. During this particular design, you can stagger, like I said, you can stagger your trees and play around with it first before you draw them. You know, some sit coming forward, some going back. Like this one is forward. Ooh, that one's really messed up. Okay, that does look better. All right, I like this. I'm going to use this is the 0.005, I believe. Let's give it a try. And just do just a scribbly line. And then we'll do another scribbly line. Okay, more squiggly lines. Ooh. And you don't have to worry about being exact. It doesn't have to go like right around the edge. Just make it, it gives it that artsy look. And forgot to do these on here. And the little hangy thingy. Okay. And I got bigger designs. Okay. I'm going to just kind of go inside the holes this time. So I'm just kind of dabbing it. All right. I think I'm going to do that. Maybe it needs just a little bit more. Put it back down. One more scrolly. There we go. All right, there. That's kind of interesting. So I just used the brush on that. And what I'm going to do next is I need to color those top little thingies. They show up better. There we go. I'm not real excited. Let's get this. This is the skinny one. So the pen underneath is actually, it's waterproof, and this is my first time checking it. You never know when you're ordering from Amazon what you're going to get sometimes if you don't read the fine print. All right. So I'm just giving it a little bit extra depth there. And then we'll just kind of fade it out. There we go. It looks like my acrylic is dried. There. All right, not too bad. This one, it needs a little bit more oomph. So this is my special box with all my sparkle colors in it. And I actually made these myself. So with sparkles. So let's get some right here. I'll mix it in. See how the acrylic acts as a resist. Right. Okay. There. Lovely. Sometimes you got to put more than one layer of watercolor to get some interest. And that's what we just did here. It looks a lot better. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed our 10 tips on how to make Christmas cards. And thanks for watching. And don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell and make my day. Go out and create some cards and make some art. Bye for now.